Students, today we are going to solve fourth illustration. I will first read the question. Rohit, Sachin and Virat were sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 7:5:4 respectively. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2017 was as follows. Liabilities, capital accounts of all the three partners, bills payable, creditors, bank loan, general reserve. Assets, stock, furniture, land and building and bank balance. Mr. Virat died on 30th June 2017 and the following adjustments were agreed as per the deed. Stock, furniture and land and building are to be revalued at rupees 16,700, rupees 16,200 and 30,100 respectively. Virat's share in goodwill is to be valued from firm's goodwill, which was valued at 3 times of the average profit of last 4 years. Profit of the last 4 years: first, rupees 30,000, second, rupees 25,000, third, rupees 25,000 and fourth, rupees 40,000. His profit up to the death is to be calculated on the basis of profit of last year. Virat was entitled to get a salary of rupees 1200 per month. Interest on capital at 10% paid to be allowed. Virat's drawing up to the death was rupees 900 per month. Prepare Virat's capital account showing amount payable to his executor. Give working notes for share of goodwill and profit. Students, first we have to find out for how many months Virat was alive. So he died on 30th June. It means April, May, June. He was alive for 3 months. Then they have asked us only to prepare Virat's capital account, but in working we have to prepare the revaluation account because we have to calculate the revaluation profit or loss. So as per the first adjustment, there are some changes in the assets. So here they have given that stock will be revalued at rupees 16,700, while the value of stock as per the old balance sheet is rupees 17,000. It means the value of stock has decreased by rupees 300. So the entry will be recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. So there is a loss in the value of asset. Then the second asset is furniture. It is to be revalued at rupees 16,200, while the cost of furniture as per the old balance sheet is rupees 18,000. So the value of furniture also has decreased by rupees 1,800. So this will be recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. Then the last asset is land and building. It is to be revalued at rupees 30,100, but the value of land and building as per the old balance sheet is rupees 16,000. So there is an increase in the value of land and building by rupees 14,100. So on the credit side we have to record 14,100, and on the debit side we have recorded 300 for stock and 1,800 for furniture. So that total comes to 2,100. So if we subtract 2,100 from 14,100, the revaluation profit is rupees 12,000. That you have to remember. Here under the working note they have not prepared the revaluation account. So orally I have explained to you that the value of stock, decrease in the value of stock is 300 and it is recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account, while decrease in the value of furniture is rupees 1,800. That is also recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. So total decrease in the value of these two assets is 2100, while the value of land and building has increased by rupees 14,100. From 14,100 we have to subtract 2,100, so our revaluation profit is 12,000, which is to be divided among all the partners in this ratio 7:5:4. Then next, Virat's share in goodwill is to be valued from firm's goodwill, which was valued at 3 times of the average profit of last 4 years. So first we have to calculate the average profit. So we have to add the profit for 4 years, which is given here, that is 30,000 plus 25,000 plus 25,000 plus 40,000. So here the calculation is done. The total comes to 1,20,000 divided by number of years 4. So our average profit is rupees 30,000. Now we have to calculate the goodwill. Here the formula is given: goodwill of the firm is equal to average profit into number of years of purchase. In the question it is given that goodwill was valued at 3 times of the average profit. So our average profit is rupees 30,000 into 3 times. So the total goodwill is rupees 90,000. From this we have to find out share of goodwill for Virat. So 90,000 into 4 divided by 16, this is the profit sharing ratio which is given here 7:5:4. Virat's share is 4. 4 divided by total of this 3, that is 16. So share of goodwill for Virat is rupees 22,500. This is recorded on the credit side. Here you can see by goodwill account 22,500. Then next, here it is given that his profit up to the death is to be calculated on the basis of profit of last year. So last year's profit is rupees 40,000 given here. They have given the working note 40,000 into 1/4, that is they have simplified the profit sharing ratio. 4 4s are 16, so here 1/4. So here they have taken the simplified ratio 1/4 into 3/12, because he was alive only for 3 months, so 3 divided by 12. So his share of profit is rupees 2,500. So that entry will be recorded on the credit side of his capital account by profit and loss suspense account 2,500. So we have to make Virat's capital account. We have to start with the opening balance, which is given in the old balance sheet. So here it is given Virat's capital as per the opening balance sheet is rupees 12,000. So that will be recorded on the credit side as by balance brought down 12,000. Then you can see that there is a general reserve rupees 16,000 given in the old balance sheet. So we have to calculate Virat's share, that is 16,000 into this 4 divided by total of this 3, that is 16. So if the ratio is simplified, it comes to 1/4. So 16,000 divided by 4. So by general reserve rupees 4,000 is recorded here. Then earlier I had explained to you people how to calculate the revaluation profit or loss. In this question there is a revaluation profit of rupees 12,000. So 12,000 into 1/4 is rupees 3,000. So that is his share of revaluation profit. Then goodwill we have calculated, and profit and loss suspense account also we have calculated. Now we are going to see other adjustments regarding the salary and interest on capital. As per the adjustment number 4, Virat was entitled to get a salary of rupees 1,200 per month. He was alive for 3 months, so you have to calculate 1,200 into 3, and the entry will be recorded on the credit side by salary account 3,600, that is 1,200 into 3. Then interest on capital at 10% paid to be allowed. Now his amount of capital is rupees 12,000. 10% of 12,000 is 1200, but that is for the full year. We have to calculate for 3 months. So 1200 into 3 divided by 12, interest on capital is equal to rupees 300. So this is what we have to record on the credit side of Virat's capital account. Then they have given that Virat's drawing up to the date of his death was 900 per month. So 900 into 3, that is 2700. So to drawings account 2700 is recorded here. Then we have to take the total of the credit side. From that we have to subtract the amount of drawing. So amount of rupees 45,200 will be recorded as executor's loan account for Virat.